Hi guys, this is Ozma89 Slicer, and 10 Derek, and then Shadow Reaper of Hell on the camera. Today we're doing my deck of the week. My deck of the week is built unlike the... I run one of each, which would make a total of 7 Monarchs. So first off, we've got Caius, the one that everyone knows about, the one that removes a card from play. If it happens to be a dark monster, they get 1,000 damage taken to them. Then you've got Ryza, which everyone pretty much knows what this guy does, which would return a card to the top of the owner's deck. You got Mobius, which would blow up 2 cards in the backfield. Then you've got Zaborg, who would destroy a monster on the field, which of course this one is not optional at all. So if I bring him out when they don't have a monster, I'm a little screwed most likely. There's Kuraz, which Kuraz is being run in here for a specific reason and has worked out several times for me with a certain combo with it. But Kuraz, it can destroy up to 2 cards. For each card that's destroyed, the controller can draw a card, and the turn that it's normal summoned or special summoned, it cannot attack.
And also, isn't that the weird one that gets when it's special summoned, it still gets its ability?
Yes, that's
okay.
What I just said.
Oh, alright.
One of them that people think are completely useless is Grand Marg, which can only hit 1 set card, but this thing saved my butt several times.
Yeah, in fact, I think that's probably one of my favorites of the cards in this deck, probably.
Then you have Thestalos. I've been him repeatedly in hitting really high-level monsters, which his ability is pretty much I get to select a card at random from my opponent's hand, and if it's a monster, they take 100 damage per level for the monster. A lot of the time, I end up hitting my opponent with 800 damage. Somehow, I get it right almost every time. Then you've got 2 legendary Jujutsu Masters, which any monster that battles it while it's in defense position will return to the top of the owner's deck.
I take back what I said earlier. The next one is my favorite card you run in this deck.
What, the legendary Jujutsu Master?
No, the next one.
Oh, this one. Yes, this is the very obscure one, which I enjoy to use because a lot of people don't get this guy at all, which is my 3 bubonic vermins. Whenever he's flipped, I get another bubonic vermin out face down, which I can use it to help stall, and I can use it to help with the sacrificing. Then you've got 2 penguin soldiers, which just in general will help clear the field for me to get through to their life points and all that kind of stuff. Another obscure one would be my 3 Petten the Dark Clowns. Petten, just another stall card. The only drawback is if I sacrifice him, I cannot use his ability, which would remove him from play to special summon another one. They've ruled that I've missed the timing on that matter, so can't use it that way, but it's a great stall card for this deck.
And he's a gay clown.
Plus, also there's that, but also the deck thinning ability.
The reason he runs it in this deck is because he's a gay clown. That's all you need to know.
Okay, whatever.
He bows.
Okay, then there's Marshmelon, which everyone knows is a great stall card and burn card. Then you have Spirit Reaper, which is another stall card, which Shadow Reaper of Hell felt it was necessary to talk about his attacking abilities, which most people don't ever use.
I do in my zombie deck?
That's different, but most people don't. Then I have 2 Fools, just great stalling ability, and just helps me in keeping in sacking ability, because really it's not that good in comparison to Spirit Reaper or Marshmelon, so I'll sack it easily if I have it on the field.
Pretty much you don't even use its coin flip ability.
No, I always set it so I don't have to worry about its coin flip. For this deck, a staple is Brain Control, so I can take my opponent's monsters and sack them. This is one that most people don't get, but it's Card Trader. It allows me to swap out cards and increase my chances to pull out one of the Monarchs when I need it. Then there's the 2 double summons, which they just help me get out sack material.
It makes perfect sense, actually.
Cheap.
Yeah.
It is cheap, but it works.
Well, let's see.
2 enemy controllers, stall card, plus if I want to get down to it, I can take control of my opponent's stuff, wipe out their card, and wipe out one of my mini cards that I can easily just get another one of.
And you can also block attacks.
That's the point of the stall part, Tansy.
True.
Then Heavy Storm, which as far as I'm concerned is just another staple. Same with Lightning Vortex. Monster Reincarnation, which is just simply to get access to some of my Monarchs over again. Then you have Mystical Space Typhoon, which is just a staple in my opinion. Pot of Avarice. Pot of Avarice works amazing in this deck.
Wait, how did you say that, Don?
Pot of Avarice.
Not pot of avarice or avirus.
Yeah, some people don't have a clue how to say avarice, but this card works really well in this deck because of all my deck thinning cards like Bubonic Vermin. I can reset them and use them again, or I can gain access to all my Monarchs that I may have already used. Then I have 2 Soul Exchanges.
Cheap.
Which is cheap, yes.
Yeah.
But at least it's got a drawback, which is the whole thing of me not being able to attack the turn I use it. But it helps me sack my opponent's stuff very easily. Then you have Swords, which is just another staple. Now the card that I use in combination mostly with Curaz is appropriate. Let's just say I destroy one of theirs, I get to automatically draw 2. If I destroy 2 of them, I get to still just draw 2. But still it works. There's By Order of the Emperor, which in case I need to summon a Monarch to attack them and hopefully win game, and the effect would cause me problems, I can just negate it and draw a card.
Wow, look at that. You're actually using it in the deck it's made for.
Yes, I am using it in the deck it's meant for.
Wait, do you mind if I actually read that?
Yes, go ahead, Doug. Then you have Call of the Haunted, which, as far as I'm concerned, is just a staple, which it also can work with Curaz anyway. Then I have 2 defense draws, which will help stall and increase my draw potential.
I actually have not seen that.
Since I've got a fair amount of draw potential in this deck, I just threw in Solemn Wishes to help me gain life points. And then to help keep my monsters out for tributes, I've got Wabaku, which is as well a good stall card anyway.